That night, Aesfrost invades Glenbrook without warning. The attack is all the more shocking, coming on the eve of the two nations' grand new mining venture. The duchy easily rushes into the Crown City, taking advantage of Glenbrook's unprepared defenses. Caught unawares by the sudden assault, Glenbrook's scattered forces can do nothing to fend off the invaders. Serenoa and his retinue rush from the mines to King Regnar's aid, slipping past the siege into Whiteholm Castle via the secret passage, known only to Prince Roland.
Hold strong! Don't let them get to the castle!
Aye, sir!
That armor! The Black Irons! Aesfrost! Aesfrost is attacking! What? Why does the Duchy march against us? This is a flagrant breach of the treaty. Levy a complaint against Archduke Gustadolf immediately.
I fear we're past the time for formal complaints, Your Highness. We can hold them no longer. We must inform His Majesty at once.
Of course. My father and Cordelia must be protected at all costs.
Aesfrost invaded the Crown City by night! Preposterous! Gustadolf, what is that bastard scheming?
Lord Simon, I bring word from King Regna. He says, should the crown fall, Glenbrook is in your hands.
Your Majesty. Fetch my armor! I march to the Crown's aid!
Please, my lord, at least wait for Lord Serenoa and his retinue to return.
Out of my way! I pledge my loyalty to His Majesty, and it's a vow I intend to...
Your heart, my lord! Summon a healer, quickly!
Damn it! Death cannot take me yet! Serenoa, Benedict!
The Crown City is under attack? By whom?
Aesfrost, it appears. They say the Archduke himself leads the charge.
Gustadov. Then this will be no mere skirmish.
What shall we do, my lord?
Protecting the royal family is House Warfort's duty. Let us bide our time and see how they fare.
You would not make for the capital, my lord? Our kingdom's very fate hangs in the balance.
Which is all the more reason why we must not act rashly. Aesfrost is too strong a foe for House Telion to face on our own. For now, tighten our defenses, and bring me what information you can.
Yes, my lord.
Secret tunnels beneath the castle. Who would have thought?
None but the royal family knew of this secret. They were built as a last resort, should the worst come to pass. Doesn't appear anyone else has been down here before us. Father must still be within the castle.
Along with a host of enemy soldiers. They appear to have breached the gates.
It truly is Aesfrost. But I do not understand why.
We will seek understanding later. For now, we must protect His Majesty and the royal family.
Aye. We'll smuggle him to safety one way or another.
We must take care. The castle has fallen into our enemy's hands.
Enemy soldiers!
We've been seen.
It's Prince Roland! The Archduke himself ordered us to kill all with royal blood. You ain't getting out of here alive!
The Archduke ordered what?
My brother would order no such thing.
Glenbrook and Aesfrost were to be allies. Why does the Archduke betray us?
That's rich. Coming from a bunch of traitor bastards. Glenbrook broke the treaty first. We've every right to seek retribution.
What? We did no such thing.
That's right. I've heard enough of your lies.
Brace yourselves for battle, my friends.
father is in danger. Pay our foe no mind. We make our way through the gardens.
Destroy the bulwark blocking the way. And quickly, before they call for reinforcements.
Why? Why would Aesfrost do this?
Judging by their numbers, they must have been planning this assault for quite some time.
I'm trusting you to get us out of here, Serenoa.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Don't let them get inside the castle!
I will end this.
My turn.
I grow ever stronger!
I shall try my level best. This should do.
Splendid.
Tomorrow is a new day.
The Aesfrosti should never have gotten this far. What happened to the Kingsguard? Here I come! Yeah! My pride is my shield.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Go swiftly.
I shall do my best.
My growth is plain to see.
You won't beat me! To victory!
Allow me. Flames, heed my call! This power will protect us.
So, it falls to me.
To further the arcane arts.
For the honor of House Wolfort. Death from above! Ha-ha! For my kith and kin.
My turn.
This'll hurt.
Too slow.
You won't catch me.
My turn.
Fire at will! A reward to whoever fells Prince Roland!
Ah! There's more of them! Break through! Clear the path for Prince Roland! Father, brother, sister, I'm on my way. How dare you trespass upon my home? Be gone, Aesfrosti scum, or I will have your heads!
Let us pry out their weakness. This should do.
Splendid!
For the future of House Wolford.
Here I come.
I'm a fool! Back at you!
Shall we begin? Victory goes to the quick.
Your judgment is sound.
With the powers in me. For a better world.
Time for some research. My research bears fruit.
You won't beat me! Show me what you're made of. Look at me learning. Defeat is not an option. death from above!
Suffer.
Too slow! My turn.
They're strong. We can't let them advance any farther.
I shall try my level best. All for victory.
I shall do my best.
Here I come.
You're wide open!
I will fight to my last breath.
My turn.
This'll hurt.
I feel stronger already. Let me heal your wounds. Make the most of this.
Splendid.
My growth is plain to see.
Time for some research.
you on! You're done! Impossible! For victory! We're almost there, everyone.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Your defense is weak. Ah!
Time to take flight. Yeah! This battle is won.
I will end this.
Ha! Victory is within reach.
Your luck has run out!
So, it falls to me.
Forward! Now I end this. To lead, I must grow.
I shall do what I can. Victory goes to the quick.
Splendid.
For victory! I will go through if I must! I shirk from no danger! We're through. Quickly now, to the throne room!
Kingsguard have fallen.
Then our foe has already been here.
Damn them! Please, please let my family be safe. What was that? It came from the throne room. They must have broken down the doors. We must hurry.
Why, brother? Why are you doing this?
Aesfrost's forces have breached the once proud walls of Whiteholm, and now overrun its majestic halls, leaving only death and destruction in their wake. Like bloodthirsty beasts, they search, eager to carry out Archduke Gustadolf's orders to kill any member of the royal family on sight. With the very future of the kingdom hanging in the balance, Serenoa hurries to the throne room as fast as his legs can carry him.
Do they mean to hurt us?
They will do no such thing, my princess. Not so long as I draw breath.
Cease the vainglorious theatrics. The city is mine now, and not a soul loyal to his grace still lives. You are all that remains. Not even the Dawnspear can hope to triumph against such odds.
You talk and talk, but do you have the courage to test your words?
This is folly, Gustadolf. What madness has possessed you? Is this how you would take revenge for what befell your father?
Nothing so petty as that, Ragnar. The war and all its atrocities should remain buried in the past.
Then what drives you to commit new ones? To tear down the future we labored so long to achieve? Do you think Hyzant will stand idly by while Glenbrook burns?
I shudder to think what ends you hope to achieve by such vile means.
You always did lack imagination. However, not even I foresaw the opportunity this foolish partnership would afford me. As for Hyzant, she shall meet the same fate as your beloved kingdom before long.
Whatever your aims may be, you'll never...
Father! Are you hurt?
Roland?
Brother?
You imbecile! Why do you return?
Be grateful to see me for once. I wasn't about to leave you to these wolves.
You stone-headed brat! If it isn't my dear Frederica and her newly betrothed, and you've brought friends.
Stand down at once! On the honor of House Wolford, we shall not let the royal family come to harm.
Serenoa of House Wolford, was it? Or is it Lord Wolford now? Clearly you take after your father. It was no small task to make it this far, I'm sure.
And you must be Archduke Gustadolf.
Brother, what is the meaning of this?
I am sorry for forcing this unpleasant scene upon you, Frederica. I had to take action. Sooner than anticipated.
Action? What do you...
Listen well. I, Gustadolf Aesfrost, do hereby condemn the King of Glenbrook and his agents for their treacherous deeds.
Scheming to claim the riches of the Grand Norzellian mines as their own, they slaughtered my dear cousin Dragan in cold blood.
For this most heinous crime, and for shattering the trust between our nations out of malice, I declare their punishment must be swift and final.
So this is the lie you would weave.
What mummery is this? Dragan was killed by...
Silence, my lord.
Benedict?
I commend you for delivering the traitorous Prince Roland to me. He too must answer for his crimes. Hand him over, and House Wolford may yet see itself through this unscathed. You are my dear sister's husband-to-be. Bend the knee, and no harm shall befall you.
I will do no such thing. We won't be party to your treachery.
Your father was ever a thorn in my side. You seem intent on repeating that history. However, I fear you will not live long enough to accomplish it. General of Laura, kill them all.
Yes, my lord.
Stop! I won't let you! Brother!
Sir Maxwell, leave me! Take Roland to safety!
Yes, my lord. My prince, with me!
I can't leave them! Step aside, Sir Maxwell!
My lord, we must flee at once.
But his grace...
Roland! Lord Wolford! There is no saving me. The future of Glenbrook lies in your hands now.
Father! My prince, follow us! But I... Damn it all!
After them.
You would once again see Norzellia bathed in blood, Gustadolf? Truly, you are lost.
This land has long been lost, Regna, but it need be no longer.
This is where Sir Maxwell would have us wait.
He is readying the boat for our escape as we speak.
A wise decision. No doubt the river is our only hope of getting out of the city alive. The streets are overrun with Aesfrosti soldiers. Our foe no doubt searches for us on the other side of this very gate.
Then we wait here, and pray for Sir Maxwell's swift return. Father... Frenny... Cordelia...
And what is she doing with us? She's with the enemy! What? No! I had no idea! Lies! It was your own brother that attacked the city! If I had any idea he was planning such atrocities, I would have stopped him. I know not what's possessed him.
My lady speaks the truth. We are as shocked and torn by this turn of events as you.
Enough, Hewitt! We can't be clawing at each other's throats with the Aesfrosti army looking to hunt us down like dogs.
My emotions got the better of me for a moment. Forgive me.
Huette means no ill, my lady. Her fellow members of the King's Guard were slain before her eyes. For now, let us focus on the present. Prince Roland's safety and escape are our main concerns.
Of course.
These are trying times, but we mustn't let emotions cloud our judgment.
Benedict, you stopped me from speaking the truth of Dragan's death. To what end?
Gustadolf would frame Glenbrook for Lord Dragan's murder and claim it as pretext for his invasion. If he knew we witnessed the truth, our heads would already be on pikes.
It would seem he still intends to put them there.
Because you spat in the face of his demands.
What we know could expose his claims as the treacherous lies they are. If it came to light that Gustadolf orchestrated his own cousin's murder, no one would dare stand by his side.
Indeed. However, words have little substance on their own. Especially when weighed against the power and influence the Archduke commands. Your truth would be taken as the pathetic ramblings of a desperate man.
Once again, your wisdom makes me feel the fool.
No, we are all fumbling through these dark times. You spoke and acted as the Lord of House Wolfort, and did so admirably.
And yet my actions have put everyone in danger. Father would have known better.
Let us look forward, my lord, not back. There are truths yet cloaked in the shadows. We must survive and see them brought to light, for these truths shall be the weapons by which we lay Aesfrost low.
Thank you, Benedict. I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely. Every last one of us.
I know you will, my lord. Let us await Sir Maxwell's arrival.
Halt! This is the encampment of House Wolfort.
Splendid! For it's Lord Wolfort himself that I came to see. Lead me to him, my good man.
Big words from a shady-looking fellow in that ridiculous garb. Be gone at once.
Ridiculous. Why, I'll have you know that these robes are a treasured relic of...
Did I ask about your robes? I said, be gone.
Wait, I say! Who there? Lord Wolfort! Can you hear me?
What's all the commotion here?
This strange lad demands an audience with you, Lord Serenoa, and stubbornly refuses to leave.
The name's Narv. Grandson and last disciple of the Archmage Grandante, here to offer my services.
The Archmage Grandante. Forgive me, but in all my years of studying the arcane arts, I've never once heard that name.
You haven't? Oh, I see. I suppose you won't have.
Ah, I'm sorry if I offended you.
You needn't apologize, miss. Let's start over, shall we? Let me show you just what the final disciple of the Archmage Grandante can do.
Incredible.
Well, what do you think?
I've never seen anything quite like it. Were you born with magic like this? Or perhaps...
My illustrious grandfather, the Archmage Grandante, that is, taught me all I know. Please, let me join your army. I'm most certain my sorcery could avail you to no end.
Lord Serenoa, this boy possesses remarkable talent. I must admit, he would make a formidable addition to our forces.
Thank you, Gila. Narv, I welcome you to House Wolfort.
Thank you, my lord. My magic will change the world. Just you wait and see.
Thank you for agreeing to see me. My name is Julio.
So, you're looking to pledge your service to us, eh? They tell me you're from the Crown City. Something happened to drive you our way?
I'm afraid so.
Why have you brought me all the way to this place? Whatever it is you wish to speak about, I should hope it is important. I am a busy man.
It is indeed. It concerns the Grand Norzellian mining venture. Pardon me if I'm being presumptuous, but I came across a most curious thing when I was reviewing the particulars of the arrangement the other day. There were documents that I did not recall having seen before. Specifically, documents pertaining to the compensation of the workers contracted to transport the iron out of the mine.
Is that so?
Following the paper trail, I could not help but notice that a not insignificant amount of coin had made its way through paths most circuitous and befuddling into your hands. Something easily overlooked at a glance, but my eyes are sharper than most. No doubt you have a logical explanation for this?
I haven't need to explain it. Even if I were guilty of whatever it is you have the gall to accuse me of, there is naught you can do about it. All that I have done with Prince Franny's full backing.
You would claim that His Highness is complicit in this?
The high and mighty are always scratching each other's backs. Everyone knows that. Everyone, it would seem, but you.
To think the Crown Prince would be party to such corruption. Has our kingdom truly sunk so low?
It would fall on your head should word of this get out. Considering the nature of the crime, I shudder to think of the punishment. Luckily for you, I've every intention of keeping this matter between us, so long as you don't go running your mouth. Why, I'll even toss in some coin to sweeten the deal. A fair enough bargain, wouldn't you say?
Coin? I spit on your coin. I will not remain silent. I cannot. I will root out the rot of corruption that plagues our realm, no matter what it may cost me.
You stubborn, self-righteous fool! I'd hoped to settle this as reasonable adults, but it would seem that...
Sound the alarm! The kingdom is under attack! Aesfrost strikes!
What's this?
Needless to say, the circumstances make my return to the Crown City impossible. Pray allow me to be of service here.
Ah, now it's coming back to me. You were Sir Maxwell's second-in-command during the tourney, weren't you? You didn't stand out much, but you held your own well enough. Aye, I reckon we could find use for him yet.
Very well then. Be welcome among us. Eridor, see that our new friend gets settled in.
Thank you, my lord. You have my word that I will serve you well.
My prince, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I've managed to procure a boat for our escape. It should arrive anon.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell.
Would that I could have done more. You did well to stand against Gustadolf. Your father would have been proud to see it.
Let's save the pleasantries until we're through the gate, huh? Everyone ready?
We are. Open the gates, Eridor.
Whatever you say, my lord. Here's hoping we can make it through without those bastards on the shore noticing.
Over there!
Ah, there's too many of them. We need to turn back.
Give it up! There's nowhere to run!
Damn it! They've shut us in!
Is this it? If this is where I fall, I'm taking these Aesfrosti bastards with me!
Don't be so quick to throw your life away, my prince.
Yes, we haven't lost hope yet. The boat will arrive shortly. We only need to fend them off till then.
Can we do that?
I fail to see why not, if you lend us your strength, that is.
As if I would do aught else.
Form around the prince. Protect him.
The prince is on the bridge! Seize him!
They pour from the castle like rats.
I shall defend the rear.
Understood.
My magic is at your disposal.
The gate to the drawbridge is shut tight. We must find a way to open it, and quickly.
There should be a mechanism nearby.
Leave our pursuers to me. Open the gate, whatever it takes.
Forward!
Now, I end this. Back at you.
Your orders?
This'll hurt. You won't escape.
This will prove useful.
Charge!
I shall try my level best. All for victory.
Our victory is assured.
My knowledge grows deeper.
Time to take flight. My pride is my shield.
Prepare to face the Dawn
I'll take
Spear.
it from here.
Time for some sorcery. fruits of my studies! I did it!
I shall do what I can. Victory goes to the quick.
Splendid!
My growth is plain to see.
I've been waiting for this! To victory! Got something up my sleeve.
I will end this.
Time for some research.
That didn't work. My research bears fruit. Damn it! No!
Defeat is not an option.
It's open! Go!
Don't let them escape! Capture the royal brat! Kill all the others!
Protect the prince!
No matter how many come, our blades will keep them at bay.
They've overrun the bridge already. Very well. We cut our way through.
Time to work. You won't escape. You won't escape.
I won't lose! Yeah! My lance strikes true. Did you see that?
You've left yourself open.
I shirk from no danger.
For my kith and kin.
There they are! Seize the prince!
Quickly now, before more arrive. I shall protect you. You can't save yourself.
Time to take action.
made me angry.
Right on target. An honor and a privilege to serve.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Now!
The hunt is on. Goodbye! The winds of change are blowing.
Impossible!
Time for some sorcery. Ready to see a spell? I'll make you proud, Grandfather.
Shall we begin?
Go swift. I feel better than ever.
The flames consume you. We will make our ideals reality.
Where was I? I'll take you on! To victory!
Nice try.
Then where shall we strike?
Your orders?
On my honor as the... Behold!
I shall try my level best. This is our chance.
I shall do my best.
My knowledge grows deeper.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Let's do this!
Splendid.
I will follow you faithfully till the end.
Here I come. Take aim. This battle is won.
I'll show you what I can do.
Where was I?
Time to work. Into the shadows.
Cool heads shall prevail. Go swift.
Your judgment is sound.
With clear eyes, I move forward.
But where shall we strike?
I fight for peace.
Impossible! That's it? Impossible!
Come at me! Push on through! Look at me learning.
For victory! Yes!
I shall protect you. Behold! Just as I planned.
I shall try my level best. All for victory.
Splendid!
Whatever it takes.
Here I come. Flugy!
I hope you're watching, Grandfather. It's not over yet.
You have my thanks.
I will end this.
This'll hurt.
You're wide open!
It's for life.
Have another!
So, it falls to me.
To further the arcane arts. From where shall we strike? Now I end this.
Let me show you what I've learned. With the powers in me.
Impossible!
I shall do what I can. Make the most of this.
I won't let you down.
I won't lose! This is it! Brace yourself!
Impossible!
I'll take you on! I'll be your shield!
I see a path to victory. Preparation is key.
From where shall we strike?
I'll take it from here.
Here goes! Allow me!
An honor and a privilege to serve.
On my honor as the Dawn Speaker. It ends here.
My turn. You won't escape.
Time for some sorcery. The hunt is on.
So, it falls to me.
Come on!
The boat arrives! Come, with speed!
Prince Roland! Will you leave your brother unavenged?
You!
Go! Leave this place. The Archduke will be content with your father's head.
Never. Aesfrost will answer for its crimes today. Your Highness!
A shame. You might have lived a long life.
So long as I stand, you'll do him no harm.
Sir Maxwell!
My prince, you are responsible for more than just your own life now. You are a leader, and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
My friends of House Wolfort, I leave Prince Roland in your care.
Let me go!
Release him to me, and there may be mercy for you yet, Maxwell.
'Tis you who should be seeking mercy.
Must you do this? Very well.
You were only toying with me at the tourney.
Only a fool shows what they can do when the stakes are so trifling.
I could not have said it better myself. How do you still stand?
You were this realm's fiercest warrior, Dawn Spear. But today your sun sets, and a new age begins!
And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolford's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
I would not be here without my allies.
This day shall be ours!
Never stop learning.
I hope I did not disappoint.
Might I be of service?
I must be ever ready.
It is an honor to serve.
Practice makes perfect.
I'm not yet satisfied.
what is the realm coming to?
Hail, fair maid!
Well, if it isn't Eredor. Have a seat. You've ample choice.
Who are you and what have you done with the barkeep? The one I know ain't prone to melancholy.
She is when word of a fellow barkeep's misfortunes reaches her. It's all in this letter. People are taken to plunder and to survive this war, and my friend's tavern was destroyed beyond repair.
Here's hoping your fine establishment escapes unscathed.
I can't bear to think of what I'd do without this place.
My heart goes out to you. As if times weren't hard enough with customers.
I can't think straight for worrying so much. Well, you're a soldier, aren't you? Can't you just go out there and crush your enemies so we can be done with all this?
If only it were so easy. What I wouldn't give to wield a flagon every day instead of a blade.
Never took you for the type to make excuses, Eredor.
Eredor is doing everything he can. The realm suffers because of my failings.
Forgive me, Lord Wolfort. It was hardly my intention to blame you. What with things being as they are, I haven't been myself these days. But enough of this. All the moping in the world won't change a thing. It's time for action. My lord, as you can see, I'll have no choice but to shutter my tavern if the war doesn't end, and soon. So let me join you. I think you'll find that pouring ale isn't the only trick I have up my sleeve. Ah, but where are my manners? Hasabara's the name, my lord. At your service. A barkeep I may be, but good drink isn't the only way I know how to heal what ails people.
I can vouch for that, my lord. Hasabara is good to have around in a pinch.
Then I see no reason to refuse. You are most welcome among us.
Ha! Heartening to see you're the decisive type. I won't let you down.
And you've made a good decision as well. Couldn't have picked a better lord to serve, I tell you.
Aye. I gathered that the way you're always singing his praises.